Hey guys, welcome back to Vibrations and Libations. I'm James.
I'm Keith.
And tonight we're listening to some badass 90s grunge alternative music. And what is it, Keith?
This is Soundgarden Badmotorfinger.
Some badass Badmotorfinger. Man, this album, when it came out, I remember Outshine being on MTV, and that video just fucking rocked.
Right.
I mean, as soon as it came on, it was just balls to the wall right in your face. And I was like, what the shit is this? And I loved it ever since that first time I saw that video. It was kind of like listening to Smells Like Teen Spirit for the first time on the radio. You know, you hear it and you're like, what the hell's that? And then I saw this. The first time I ever heard of Soundgarden was them on MTV, and I was like, man, I gotta fucking get that.
Right.
You know? So it's badass. Chris Cornell, the voice of a fucking rock and roll angel.
Exactly. A voice of a rock and roll angel.
Yes.
Is exactly the perfect thing. And he is, unfortunately, a rock and roll angel now.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
But he's out there rocking the socks off some people. I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
He's showing Elvis some new moves.
God, I hope so. I hope so. Okay, so we're listening to Badmotorfinger tonight, and then our libation for this evening is what, Keith?
It is Sweetwater Brewery 420 strain Mango Kush.
Now that's a mouthful right there.
Yes,
420 strain Mango Kush.
It's American wheat ale, and it's got a little special something
in it.
kind of flavor and smell to it.
Okay, is that why it's called Sweetwater? So it's got something special in it?
I don't know. Sweetwater's the name of the brewery.
The name of the brewery. So I guess the Mango Kush is
Kush is the something special.
Nice.
So,
All right.
420 strain. I don't know what they're alluding to there.
I don't either.
But there is no hemp in this beer, regardless of what it says.
Yeah.
So back to the album.
Yeah.
This album was released September 24th, 1991.
1991. That was a good year.
Right. It was a good year. The album maintained the band's heavy metal sound while featuring increased focus on songwriting. And I will say that the songwriting is phenomenal on this. It was described as artsy and things like that, all kinds of stuff. But it's just not about anything really. It creates imagery basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is all it does. It's not about particular things, and maybe it has some meaning to Chris Cornell, or if any of the other members of the band help write any of the tracks.
Yeah.
Maybe it has some meaning to them, but I think it's just, these are some badass lyrics for this badass riff, and listen to that badass riff.
Right. All the musicians on this are just top notch.
Right.
You know, I mean, you get a band that comes together and they just have that sound, and it's their own sound, and they all fit well together. And I think this is I think it's a perfect example of what Soundgarden did. There wasn't anybody that sounded like them.
Right.
They got put into the grunge category, I think, because of like where they originated from, the band. Just the time. I mean, you could put this in heavy metal. You could just put this in just regular rock. I don't know. It's dirty, in your face kind of music, but I love it.
Right.
And if it's grunge, then it's grunge, I guess. So.
Right.
I was gonna wear a flannel shirt, just for and some combat boots or something, just for the whole grunge effect. But I decided against that. So.
Right. Speaking of members of the band, this is the first album with Ben Shepherd as the bassist on it. He joined the band in April of 1990, and Cornell said Shepherd brought fresh and creative outlook, something new for the band, kind of inspirational, So.
Well, it worked because I didn't know that I knew they had one other album out, but I didn't know this was their third studio album. And of course, this was the one that made it, commercially. So
right. Well, grunge was on the scene then. I think Pearl Jam had been out for a year, and then of course Nirvana breaking on the scene there as well in 1991 was when Smells Like Teen Spirit come out. And, you know, grunge was hot then, and this was right. I mean, out of all the singers during then, Chris Cornell was probably in the top 2 for me.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Lane Staley. Lane Staley, because his voice was so damn unusual, and Chris Cornell because he was such a beautiful singer. I mean, I always thought he kind of sounded a little bit like Sammy Hagar, just a little bit.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
But Sammy Hagar on steroids.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Definitely.
And I even saw an interview with Sammy Hagar. I remember back then, and they asked him, out of all these new bands that are coming out, who do you think is probably one of the best vocalists? And he picked Chris Cornell.
You know, I never really thought about that until you just said it. But now, as soon as you said that, all I could think about is Chris Cornell covering "I Can't Drive 55."
Yeah, he could do it.
He could do it.
He would blow it out of the water.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
he would. I think, like you said, with Lane on Alice in Chains, and then with Jerry in there also adding, you know, the backup vocals, and they fit well together. But I don't think Chris Cornell needs any backup vocals.
Oh no,
he's like his own backup harmony, whatever you want to call it. You know, his voice just is. It's always been on another level. You know, even later on in his career when he was with Audio Slave, the solo stuff that I've listened to, I mean, his voice is just.
He got better with age, I think.
Yeah, it's just great.
Toward the end there, you know, his album Higher Truth that came out, and then later on he did a cover of Nothing Compares to You.
Yes.
When Prince passed away, and the control he had over his voice at the end. When looking back at some old recordings like him on Saturday Night Live and things like that, you know, it was a little bit, you know, it was just better. More control. He's coming to his own and sound as great as he did, you know, back then in the day.
Right. And a lot of live stuff that I've watched or listened to. I mean, he's got it then too, you know. I mean, there's some singers who they sound a little different on the album than when you go and see them, and the rigors of going on tour and singing every night or every other night, you know, throws you off and, you know, messes your voice up after a long run. But I mean, I've never seen anything where he was off on stuff. I mean, he just had it. He was a natural talent.
Right.
Natural talent. It's awesome. So anyway, get back to your notes there, Keith.
Let's crack these brews. What are you talking about notes? I don't want to read anymore.
Okay. Well, let's drink some.
I want to drink.
So this is a pretty cool label on here. The I guess this is well, I mean, of course, it's a fish. Is that a skeleton of a fish?
Yes.
All right.
They have a
Mango Kush Sweet Hill.
A fish on their label usually. Sweetwater does.
Yes. I have never had anything from Sweetwater, so ooh, I can smell it.
You can smell it?
First thing that hit me is that. Yeah, I can smell it. I think I like that already.
It smells skunky, but
a little bit skunky.
A floral skunky, and it's definitely not a skunk out beer. How about you read the description there on that paper?
All right, if I can read it without my cheaters on.
Without your spectacles.
All right, so this is it's a year-round offering from Sweetwater, and the description is a second sticky hit. Okay, a second sticky hit from 420 strain, an American wheat packed with herbal, juicy mango notes and a distinctive dank nose.
Is that not a perfect description?
Yes.
It's apt.
Strain specific. What's that word? Terpenes?
Terpenes.
Okay. And natural hemp type flavors complement the hop and malt bill, delivering a euphoric ale with that fresh olfactory bonus rip. The alcohol by volume is 5% and the IBUs is 30. Now, as soon as I'm smelling this, I'm thinking the IBUs is probably like 60 or 70, but 30. So it's not that bitter.
Not that bitter.
Okay.
And you know, that description's right there on the bottle, and it is dead nuts on probably one of the best beer descriptions I've ever read.
I'm a fan. I like it. first sip, it's it doesn't make me want to cringe. It doesn't make me think it's too bitter. The 30 is probably right on the IBUs. Just smelling it, I would think it'd be a little bit harder, a bit more bitter than that. But it's not. I like it.
It is very strong smelling. You're not gonna drink these and get in your car and go drive, because you're gonna get pulled over and your car's getting searched for sure. You may pass the breathalyzer, but you're not gonna get away clean.
There may be a blood test or something involved. I don't know. And also, again, with other ales that I am fans of, it doesn't linger.
No.
I mean, you're drinking it, and if you want to taste it again, it's there for a little bit, but then you're gonna take another drink. It's not just sitting on your tongue, like waiting for you to brush your teeth or something. It's gonna disappear. And I like that. I don't want to taste it unless I'm drinking.
Right.
So good selection. I am enjoying it.
It's fun. It's fun beer.
All right, so for anybody who has not ever listened to Badmotorfinger, what's the song list on Badmotorfinger? We start out with Rusty Cage.
Rusty Cage, Outshine,
Yes.
Slaves and Bulldozers is what the track that's playing right now.
Yes.
Jesus Christ Pose, Face Pollution, Somewhere, Searching with My Good Eye Closed.
Now that's not an awesome name for a title.
I know
of a
it,
song.
man.
That's awesome.
Well, all these
Yeah.
are good titles.
Yeah.
Room with 1,000 Years of
1,000 Years Wide.
1,000 Years Wide.
Another interesting title.
Mind Riot,
Yeah.
Drawing Flies, Holy Water, and New Damage.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and get this over with here. What's your favorite song on the album?
Jesus Christ Pose.
Jesus Christ Pose. Okay, so you have a little bit to share about Jesus Christ Pose. Jesus Christ Pose.
Well, Rusty Cage and Outshine and Jesus Christ Pose, those are the 3 singles on this. I did not know Jesus Christ Pose was one of their singles until I read this, because it didn't get much airplay, and it was actually their first single off the
I did not
album.
know that. Yeah.
And it didn't get much airplay, and they had a video for it on MTV, and it got banned from MTV because of the references to Jesus and Christianity and all that, and finger shakers saying, not today.
Right. I guess.
Who wrote that song?
Did Satan write that song? I guess that kind of flashes back a little bit to back in the day when Madonna come out with Like a Prayer. That song and that video was all the rage. I mean, I think it even made Nightline one night. I saw it on there, and they had people talking about how outlandish it was for her to have the song out like this, and the video was sacrilegious, and it's just. I don't know. It just bothers me when people are so close-minded and they just get on that train and just ride it as far as they can just to get their 15 minutes of attention. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just if you don't want to listen to it, don't fucking listen to it.
Right.
Just listen to something else.
If you don't want to see it on the TV, you don't want to see a girl on it being crucified or something like that. That's what was in the video. Turn it off.
Yeah, go listen to some 2 Live Crew. If you don't want to listen about that.
Right.
There's worse stuff than 2 Live Crew.
Right.
There is in Jesus Christ Pose or Living like a Prayer. Anyway, I get off my soapbox now. So.
But it was also the video and the track is like 6 minutes long, and MTV was all about cramming as many videos as they could in there until they started making stupid shows.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd even have an argument about that, because it really depends on who it was. Michael Jackson videos seem like they lasted like a half hour.
Right.
So MTV is no longer relevant. So just
right.
We complain about MTV enough.
Does anybody even watch it?
I don't even know what's on MTV.
None of my kids watch MTV, so.
Yeah. So anyway, did you finish through the whole list of songs, or did I interrupt you there?
I did.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
we're done with all the facts and
Facts.
boom, things like that.
Okay, so Keith's
my favorite track was Jesus Christ Pose.
Right. Mine, it's a hard choice between. I'm a real big fan of Rusty Cage.
Yeah.
But I like Holy Water. I think that's probably my top song on the album. And I'll be honest about it, the whole second side of this album is just rocks ass.
I know.
You know, I mean, there's not. I don't know if you have an A or a B side, or in this situation, it's a 2 LP set. So, I mean, just make a record about this big around, put all the songs on one side, and we'll try and play it. You know, I mean, there's not a B-side song on this whole album,
right?
But Holy Water is my favorite song on the whole album. So, thank you, Soundgarden, and for some awesome music. All their albums,
right?
All their albums are good that I've listened to. I mean, they're just Chris Cornell can sing his ass off. And the reason he can do that is because he's got the soul in his voice.
Right.
You know, so always did up until, you know, untimely passing. So anyway, where would you put this album on other Soundgarden albums that you've listened to?
Oh man, don't ask me to do that. This is number one for me.
I think it's number one too.
I think it would most definitely be number one.
Super Unknown is a badass album too. But
right.
This one is probably my favorite that I've heard. So anyway, okay. So let's get back to the beer a little bit here. It's kind of it's a light colored. It's a wheat ale, right?
Right. Wheat.
Yours looks maybe a little darker than mine. Is it the way you're holding it? Is it because I've got a brighter light on?
I think you got a brighter light. Plus mine's almost gone.
Well, okay. Well, let's fix that.
But it's tasty.
I'm waiting for that euphoric to hit that it talked about. Is it unfiltered? It looks like maybe there's some.
It's probably unfiltered. A lot of wheat beers are unfiltered.
Yeah. So I'm liking this. I try a new beer. I'm thinking, how am I going to drink this? When am I going to drink this? And this is Father's Day just happened. I got a cornhole set for Father's Day.
Awesome.
And
I got this shirt for Father's Day.
Hey, that's an awesome shirt. I can see myself down in some of these playing some cornhole, 90 degrees, humidity at like 150%.
Right.
You know,
dank as hell.
Dank as hell. Normal sticky, nasty Kentucky weather. And drinking some of these nice and cold right out of the cooler. Straight from the bottle. I think it'd be a good one right out of the bottle.
Right. I got to pour it in a glass because I want all that smell.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun beer to drink.
Yep.
Fun beer to see everybody's reaction. Was that?
I like it.
You know, is that Skunky beer?
No, it's not. It's not. It's really good. It's got a good fresh taste to it. It's good beer. I'd suggest trying it out. I'm sure Keith does too.
Right.
Okay, so
that being said, rate them.
Let's rate them. The album or the beer first?
We don't have to rate the album at all because this album will be around forever.
Yes.
This
just like
album,
Led Zeppelin 4 or
right.
Yeah,
this is one of those albums that your grandchildren are going to listen to. Yep. They're going to know this album. The cool ones anyway. Do your job. Your grandchildren will love this album.
Be good parents and good grandparents, and let the younger generation listen to this for sure. Okay, so let's rate the beer then. Out of 5, what are you going to give it?
I give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Ah, you were really close. Okay.
4.5 out of 5 because it is so damn fun to drink, and you know, but only 4.5 because you're not going to drink the whole 6-pack.
No, probably not. No.
You know?
I mean, not unless you just want to get fucked up, I guess.
Maybe.
I do that sometimes.
Maybe.
Anyway, okay, so I'm going to give it a. I'm going to give it a creative rating of 4.20 or 4.20. How's that for y'all out there? What do you think about that?
All right,
4.20. Woo! No, I would go ahead and give it a 4.5. Also, I mean, it's a good beer. Tried it the first time. I like it. I'll definitely go out and buy some more because I know exactly where he bought it at. So
this is why this is my favorite fucking song.
What? I mean, it's a badass riff.
It is.
That hook comes in there,
Yes.
right in this part, man. It just sticks
so,
in you.
It's so driving. That's what this whole album is just like drilling into your brain.
Yeah, I can just see like a lot of industrial type of shit going on in the background, you know, on this song, and a lot of this album is just heavy, like I said, right in your face. And I would have liked to have seen Soundgarden and 9 Inch Nails at a concert together.
Oh yeah, I think they toured with Guns N' Roses on this tour.
Soundgarden did?
Yes, on the Use Your Illusion tour.
I would have to say that Soundgarden probably rocked the shit out of that because Guns N' Roses probably didn't even play all their shows. So.
Probably not. Not back in the day. I could just imagine all this shit just shaking the whole audience that came to see Guns N' Roses, and these guys coming out and listening to that. Oh my God, they were probably vibrating.
Yeah,
you know?
Concrete just crumbling around people listening to it.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome. Awesome album. So
love it.
If you don't have it, I've had this on tape, CD twice. Now I have it on LP now. I've downloaded it. I've never had it on an 8-track because I don't think that they even make 8 tracks anymore. Period.
Probably not.
Probably never happened. But if it was on an 8-track and I had an 8-track player, I'd probably go ahead and buy it.
Right.
That's how badass this album is. So iconic album. If you don't have it, just go get it. Don't even, worry about it. Just go buy it.
Yeah.
Just go and get it. If you're at a Walmart, you can probably find it at a Walmart now because it seems like all of them are selling records now. So whatever. Just go and buy it. I don't care where you get it from, but listen to it. If you've had it before and you're like, oh, this is awesome. I'm happy to get the memories come back. It gives me the feels, gives me the goosebumps,
right. Takes you back.
It does. All right. So, do we have anything else, Keith?
I think that's it.
All right. So, Soundgarden, go get it if you don't have it. Sweetwater. Make sure I get this right. 420 strain mango Kush wheat ale. Go find it, buy it, have a few of them, share them with some friends. I think we're done. All right, so for Vibrations and Libations, I'm James.
And I'm Keith.
Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. See you next time.
Bye-bye. We're going to keep rocking.
That's good shit.